Does your furry friend take over your bed every night? It's time to reclaim your space while giving them the comfort they deserve with the coldest, cozy dog bed. Don't wait. Check out the link in the video description to buy now on Amazon.
Head teachers are rebelling against the Scottish Government's weak approach to school discipline as the classroom violence crisis deepens. Some are now ditching the heavily criticized restorative practice policy, which favors conciliatory chats with aggressive pupils over punishments. Education Secretary Jenny Gilruth has said she does not support more punitive approaches to school exclusions and even suggested that pupils should no longer be given punishment exercises. But her support of a more restorative approach comes at a time when teaching staff have expressed concerns they are being driven out of schools due to the escalating threat of attack. The revelation that schools may be abandoning the new approach comes in correspondence with Education Secretary Jenny Gilruth, obtained through Freedom of Information laws. Included in the tranche of letters sent to her on the issue of school violence is one from a head who set aside Scottish Government advice on dealing with indiscipline. The head teacher, whose name and school are redacted in the documents, told Ms. Gilruth, "If we are preparing children and young people to be responsible citizens, we must teach them that there are consequences for one's actions. If we believe the school reflects community, then we must not lure our young people into thinking that wrongdoing/violence etc. in society will be dealt with through restorative conversations. This doesn't happen." Following the decision to ignore government advice, the head teacher says, the school's grading in raising attainment rose from fair to very good. Earlier this week, alarming figures revealed assaults on teachers by pupils in Scottish schools had almost tripled in the last 3 years. The figure for the 2023/2024 academic year was 16,000, or one assault every 4 minutes of school time. Almost 80% of teachers have considered leaving the profession, according to a survey by teaching union the Educational Institute of Scotland, and many argue the softly approach to discipline is putting them in danger. In the letter to Ms. Gilruth, the head teacher describes school life since the restorative practice ethos was ditched. The head writes, "With the support of my staff, parent body and learners, we created our own consequences and rewards approach to supporting behavior management. It was very clearly structured and communicated to our whole community. Well used across the entire school. Visitors to our school always commented on the polite and respectful behavior modeled across the school." The letter adds, "Staff felt supported by this approach, and we had a low turnover of staff, and below average staff absence." The head notes the contrast between this and another school where a colleague was recently appointed to a senior post. This school, like most in Scotland, have a weak restorative behavior approach. As a result, staff absence and staff turnover are extremely high, learners and staff feel unsafe, increased anxiety levels, inordinate hours of management time spent recording incidents. This, says the head, resulted in less time to address curriculum development and in teaching time severely impacted due to addressing pupil behavior. Staff morale there was also at an all-time low. The school head adds, "So, Ms. Gilruth, the first step to improving attainment, retaining school staff, protecting children's mental health and well-being and ensuring Scottish education is once more the envy of the world, is to be bold, be brave and ditch what isn't working, starting with restorative practice. Encourage school leaders to look outwards, without fear." The letter concludes, "Let's not let poor policies drive any more good teachers out of the profession." Last week, Tom Bennett, the UK government's top advisor on classroom behaviour, told the Mail on Sunday the Scottish Government's policy on school discipline was a ghastly dereliction of public duty. He said, "The system is broken because schools are told to never exclude children, even for persistent abusive behaviour, and are expected to miraculously turn behavior around by pastoral methods." Commenting on the letter, Scottish Conservative education spokesman Liam Kerr told the Mail, "It seems this head teacher has some great success at their school because they ignored Scottish Government policy. People like this correspondent are the